I'm Anthony Mangialuzzo, and this is your Tuesday Tech Tip, New Year's edition. Now, let's start off for free. We're gonna make some resolutions here. Number one, in 2023, I will not use the same password for every site that I use. Why is that? One, your information, if a site's hacked, will get stolen and sent to the dark web. Now, all I need is your email and that same password. I could run a computer script and try to get into any one of those sites. Bad idea, and guess what? That resolution is free. I will use multi-factor authentication for absolutely everything. My first tip talked about the same password. Let's say you did use the same password, but you had multi-factor authentication on everything. Well, all of a sudden, you'll start to get a text message, or maybe that app will go off and say, hey, here's your code for Bank of America or TD Bank. You're gonna say, wait a second, I didn't log into there. Now, you got caught. So if you're using that password for that site, make sure you change it. But two-factor authentication, save the day. For your office stuff, it could be a couple dollars a month, but for most of your major apps, it's absolutely free. Just text messaging fees apply. I will make sure that I use next generation antivirus in 2023 if I'm not already using it. And wherever I work, I'm gonna beg them to make sure they have it. Let's be honest, your basic antivirus just doesn't cut it. Hacks and ransomware are at an all-time high. What next generation antivirus does, it allows a third-party help desk to actively monitor your situation. So let's say your network starts sending data streams to China or somewhere not normal. Guess what? They'll pick it up. The other great thing about next generation antivirus is that it actually utilizes artificial intelligence, so it's constantly learning without always having to be updated. Now granted, it's going to get updated a lot, but your traditional antivirus just knows to look for bad code. It's not going to think for itself. I will not click on email links that I don't recognize, and especially from people that I don't know. What I could tell you is this: we have a critical incident response team here at PCS, and from what we're seeing, 47% of all attacks are coming from phishing. What that means is the hacker is taking into consideration FUD. FUD? What is that? Fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And what that means is they want to get you to click something quickly, get that gift card, send that money, or hey, we got your files locked up, which by the way, many times is true. So, what I'd like to say is, if you get a link from someone you know and you want to click it because you're a little scared or that it's eliciting that emotion, let's use some high-speed voice technology. Pick up the phone and call them. Hey, Anthony, did you send me that link? It's a lot better to do that than have your system compromised. I will not just utilize a local backup. It's great to have all of your data right there at your house, right there at your company network, and I recommend having a local backup. But now with all the threat actors out there, you want to utilize some type of offsite and cloud backup. It's a fun word to say too. You want to make sure it's immutable. And what that means is, if your system gets hacked, this offsite backup will be immutable for 10 to 14, 30 days, whichever you're paying for, which simply means it can't be overwritten. So many times, a hacker will lay in your business network, and what it'll do is it'll slowly encrypt files to the point where you might not even notice it. Well then guess what? You go to restore from your local backup or your non-immutable offsite cloud backup, guess what? They got you. You're gonna pay a ransom, your insurance rates are gonna go up, and most importantly, you're gonna have a really bad week. I will look at a full-service cloud strategy solution. In 2023 and beyond now, these services, they're coming down in price, and guess what? The redundancy is great. Again, all the things that services like AWS has, you don't necessarily need or can afford to employ in-house. I don't care how great your CISO is, that's your Chief Information Security Officer, you're not gonna do better than a service like that. So, look at now all the costs, all the benefits, and what I could share with you now is, if you have an on-premise Exchange server, it's time to move to Office 365 for that. So, in 2023, now is the time. We're gonna get a full-service cloud solution and make sure it works seamlessly with your environment. Thank you so much for taking the time to view this video. I hope some of my New Year's resolutions are helpful to you. And myself and the entire PCS team would like to wish you a very happy new year.